With the recent launch of the Infinix Note 40 Pro Plus 5G and the Note 40 5G, they also launched their latest gaming-centric device. This is the Infinix GT20 Pro. It has a collection of impressive features with a price tag of under 20,000 pesos. We won't be focusing on its overall features. Instead, we will see how well it runs in the gaming department. Mabuhay Manila! This is Kat, and this is our gaming review of the Infinix GT20 Pro. First of all, the Infinix GT20 Pro runs on a MediaTek Dimensity 8200 Ultimate with a 4nm architecture. Based on its look, you can already say that it is a gaming-centric smartphone. It is equipped with an old chip, but still, it is capable enough to deliver decent results when it comes to gaming. For a smartphone that is priced under 20,000 pesos, the specs that it offers are quite impressive. It boasts a 6.78-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display that is paired with a 144Hz refresh rate. It comes with 12GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. You can also expand your RAM with up to another 12GB for a total of a whopping 24GB of RAM, which is pretty much overkill for a smartphone. Lastly, the GT20 Pro carries a triple camera setup that is equipped with a 108-megapixel main shooter. Before we start testing some games, here are some of their benchmark results. With that out of the way, let's start trying out some games. Today we have 5 games to test out, and the first one on our list is, of course, the Mobile Legends. By default, graphic settings are already set to the max available settings, which is Ultra. During our playthrough, we didn't encounter any problems at all. We got a consistent 60 FPS, and it didn't even feel like the device was struggling to run the game. Even at teamfights, there are no performance drops or stutters. The phone also didn't heat up after a few games, which is a good sign. Next, we tried out the Call of Duty Mobile. By default, settings are set to high graphics quality with very high frame rates. Max and ultra frame rates are available too. However, you can only pair the ultra frame rates to the lowest graphics settings. When it comes to our gaming performance, it delivers a smooth and impressive performance. There are no stutters or frame drops even after a few games. We tried playing on both settings and both of them managed to deliver consistent results. Though this time, the device did heat up a bit after 5 games. Now let's try some more graphically demanding games. First, let's test out the performance of the Honkai Star Rail on this device. By default, settings are set to high with 30 frames, but we will be switching it to 60 FPS. As for the gameplay experience, we enjoy playing Star Rail on this device. There are some occasional frame drops when switching maps and after loadings, but when it comes to combat, there are no stutters or any signs of frame drops. Even when we used Acheron's Ultimate, we didn't encounter any stutters. The only downside on this one is that after 12 auto-runs on Crimson Calyx, the device already feels warm. It did affect the overall performance, but for only a small factor. Next, we got Wuthering Waves. By default, settings are set to medium and we change its FPS to 60. When it comes to performance, it delivers decent results. There are some frame drops from time to time, especially when dodging and parrying, but overall, it performed pretty well. As for its temps, well, after running around and fighting some turtles for about 20 minutes, the device already feels warm. It did affect its overall performance, however, it is not that drastic that makes the game unplayable. Lastly, we got Genshin Impact. Default settings are also set at medium with 30 FPS. We bumped the FPS to 60 and tested out its performance. We did some abyss floors and so far the performance was great. It was smooth and responsive with no frame drops or stutter. Even with multiple ultimate animations, the device didn't even struggle to run the game. Just like Wuthering Waves, the device also did feel warm after a few minutes of gameplay. Overall, for a smartphone that is priced at 50,999 pesos, the Infinix GT20 Pro manages to deliver exceptional performance on all the games that we tested. It handled esports titles flawlessly with no struggle at all. Plus, it also manages to run Genshin at medium settings with 60 FPS smoothly with little to no frame drops, which is quite surprising considering its price. This is truly one of the best budget gaming smartphones as of now. So if you are nitpicking on a gaming-centric smartphone, then I recommend adding the Infinix GT20 Pro to your list. So that is the performance of the Infinix GT20 Pro. What are your thoughts about this device? Let us know in the comments below. And thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you will be updated with our future contents. Also, don't forget to visit manilashaker.com and follow us on FB, X, and TikTok for more tech news, reviews, and comparisons of the latest devices. Once again, this is Kat and Mabuhay Manila.